Hey everybody out there, welcome to Zelda Bomb Squad. I know it's Friday. I know I'm supposed to be doing a rant today, especially given the fact that I'm coming off the heels of a phenomenal rant that pissed a lot of people off regarding my ex who catfished me. Well, the truth may set you free, but first it's going to piss you off. And well, after some very careful words, she has agreed to leave me the hell alone, and that's probably what's best. But I'm not talking to you all today as Crazy Kwan. I'm not talking to you guys as Frosty. I'm not doing that. I'm just talking to you guys as John. So, this isn't going to be so much of a rant as it is a story and a lesson. Now, yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I lost somebody very, very important to me yesterday morning. It's not the first person that I've lost that I was extremely close with, and I'm still in the stage of just wondering when the hell I'm gonna wake up, but not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna go into detail about that because that just doesn't need to be said. Now, I've already told you guys in one of the Fatal Frame 3 episodes that what happened to me when I was in the Navy, about who I lost, and the whole incident that changed my life. Well, I didn't tell you guys the whole story. I'm going to explain everything right now, start to finish. And this is just as a please, do not take what you have or who you have for granted. Don't ever do that, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Shit, it's like, who knows what the hell's going to happen 5 minutes from now. I mean, shit, I could have a brain aneurysm and die right here while recording. I mean, I hope I don't, but just hear my story and don't take what you have for granted, please. You don't want to be stuck asking yourself why. Why didn't I? Why didn't I? Why didn't I? Why didn't I? So, where to start it? I was a real piece of shit growing up, you know. Um, I was worthless. Very worthless. I wouldn't have given a shit about me. As a matter of fact, I didn't give a shit about me. I didn't care. It was all about partying and smoking pot and just doing whatever it took to be cool instead of doing what I needing to be smart, you know. While all my friends were getting ready for, go to college and whatnot, they're all filling out college applications. They're speaking to guidance counselors. I don't even think the word college came across my mind until I was like a junior. And I mean, I was so worthless that even when I was wrong, even when I knew I was wrong, I was still right. You know, I didn't give a shit. I was selfish. I was greedy. How the hell anybody liked me is beyond me. I mean, it sucked. Like, if I ever had homework on a weekend, or whatever homework I had going into a weekend, if I didn't do it before school ended on a Friday, I didn't do it. It did not exist. Weekend homework did not float with me. Nope, did not. I didn't care. And it's because of that I was the only one of my mom's 4 kids to not give my mom the traditional high school graduation ceremony on the football field, the cap and gowns and everything. I didn't give her that. I had to do an extra semester because I fucked up. Now, I've gone on record in laying the blame, because senior year I fell off a ladder, dislocated and fractured my left elbow. I had to have surgery on it. right here. The pin is still in there, but that's beside the point. Obviously, I didn't participate in gym, and when everyone was like, "How would you're not graduating? What the hell?" Well, they didn't mark me down as being medically cleared for gym, so I got marked as ditching, so I failed. Now I have to go back and do that. That was my lie. It was because I didn't graduate on time because I didn't deserve to. And hell, what did I do on June 3rd, 2005? What, was I on the football field celebrating with the people I'd grown up with? Was I with them, showing my support for them and being all congratulations to them? No, I didn't do that. You want to know where I was? I was sitting in my room playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and smoking pot and getting high off my ass. Didn't care. And ironically enough, it was Jared, my partner in YouTube, was going to his graduation party, and him and I were going to Walgreens to go get something for the party, and we bumped into somebody who we've known all our lives, and she goes, "Oh, hey, congratulations, guys!" And she looks at me and she goes, "Ooh, sorry." It's totally fine. I mean, my eyes were probably glossy as fuck. I didn't give a shit. But, yeah, I'm happy about that. And seeing all the attention he was getting, seeing all the graduation shit, like him getting ready for college, it was like, wow. What the hell? What was I doing? Like, why? Why did I do this? Why did I make those stupid choices? What the fuck's wrong with me? And I knew after I graduating was coming up. And when I was a junior in high school, I had no plan for myself. I said, well, obviously look at my grades, my transcript. I'm never going to get into a different college. Just fuck that. If I was a dean, I wouldn't let me in anywhere. So it was like, okay, well, hey, go to CLC, the College of Last Chance. It's College of Lake County, for those that don't know. CLC. It's community college. And even that was probably outside my wheelhouse because it was like, oh, I mean, I can't do that because I'd have to be paying for college. My parents probably would have had to help me. Would have had to get aid from somewhere. And guess what? Since I didn't give a shit in high school, I wasn't going to be able to learn anything in college. So it would just be a waste of my time and a waste of my money. And I would feel horrible wasting everyone's money on the idea of me growing up. So I said, screw it. I don't have the intelligence in me, or at least the drive, to prove that I'm a smart person. Because I am now. I do have a functioning brain. But I didn't know that at the time. So I looked at the situation. It's like, okay, well, maybe I can just work full time. Like, okay, well, let's see. High school graduate, no college under his belt. Worked at McDonald's for 3 days. Got fired for throwing a hash brown at some person's face. He called me fat. He deserved it. I was only 14 at the time, so if you're watching, right there, bitch. But it's like, well, I'm not going back to McDonald's. Fuck that. So well, I guess I can get a job at the gas station. Woo. So I can be the guy living in his parents' basement until he's 30. Yeah, go me. I can't. That doesn't sound good at all. So I was like, well, maybe I should turn to the life of crime because, well, I had a friend of mine and I had devised a system on stealing shit from Blockbuster. It worked. I'm not saying what it was, because even though statute of limitations, it's well past, and Blockbuster is no longer a thing. I'm not going into specifics of how we learned to do it or what we did, but I'm not gonna, it was unique, but we never got caught. And we just like, well, I can do that, sure, why not? It's like, well, I've already disgraced my parents, enough. Like, what's one more thing? So I can't do that. And then, my oldest brother, who's no longer a brother, joined the Navy. 3 days later, my other brother went to the Army. I said, that's it. That's what I need. I need to join the military because there's nothing else for me. I can only go down from where I'm at. So I did. I joined. I left my house on August 5th, 2006. and I checked into boot camp August. No, not August. Stupid. It was I left the house on April 4th, 2006, and boot camp I enrolled at April 5th, 2006. Graduated after my 9 weeks. Got orders to Virginia Beach. Graduated there in just 3 months. Then I got orders to San Diego. Now, for those that want to know what the pay is like in the military, it's based on what your grade is, your rank, your not your rate, so to speak. If I'm not, maybe that is, I don't know, but on your rank, like E1, E2, E through 9. Then of course officer pay O1, O2, and such and such and such and such. I was an E1. Now, an E1 is not a paycheck. E1s are getting basically fucking scraps, and we were lucky to get that. Those weren't paychecks. It was just like decorated, ass wipe. That's all it was, really. So me being in San Diego, a 19-year-old kid, nearest family is like 1,100 miles away from me. I have no friends down there. I have no family down there. I'm on my own. So I was like, okay, what the hell do I do? I'm not old enough to drink yet. Well, fuck. I don't make a whole lot of money, so whatever I do has to be somewhat for free. So I would just get on the trolley, spend like $3 on a ticket, right? And just go wherever I want, day pass. Just go. So I would just pop in my iPod, get on the trolley, and just, go to the last stop and just walk, get back on, go home. Or I would just go to downtown San Diego and just walk, which is what I did this one Saturday. I'm walking around for like 5 hours. My feet are starting to hurt, so it's like, all right, maybe I'll go back. Because the way I looked at it was, I'm in downtown San Diego, I'm listening to good music, I'm walking around, that's exercise, and I'm outside the whole time, so I'm gonna be working on my tan here. So it was like, it's win-win. I'm killing time, it's free, it's exercise, and it'll make me look tan enough, tan-er. So I was doing that, and I'm like, man, my feet are tired. I've been doing this for like 5-6 hours now, and fuck it, I'm just gonna go back, go to the rec yard or something that the base had. So, I'm walking back to the trolley station, and I get up to I'm coming up right past the college in downtown San Diego, and that's when I saw the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. No offense to any woman I know in my life right now. She took the cake. No disrespect, I promise all of you. And I'm not going to say she was hot, because, guys, I'm not throwing our gender under the bus here, because women already know this. It's a thing. But whenever a guy says a woman is hot, basically he's just saying, wow, she's beautiful, and I want to stick my dick in her. That's all it is, really. You call me vulgar for that. Okay, call a spade. I don't give a shit. I don't do that. I looked at her, God, wow, she is gorgeous. I really want to talk to her, so, I'm getting back and forth arguments. That side, this side. Dude, go talk to her. What do I say? I don't know. Just try. She's going to think I'm stupid. Well, hurry the hell up, because if she keeps looking at you and you're just talking to yourself like an idiot, she's going to think you're weird, and then she's not going to talk to you at all. It's like, she's got a point. Okay, well, help me out here. So while I'm sitting there going like this, trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to say, because there have been times before where I saw a woman, I'm like, holy shit, I want to talk to her. Well, as I'm thinking, they would eventually just be on their way. Shit. All right, I'll catch the next one. So I'm like, I didn't want that this time. I wanted this to be the next time. So I'm like, all right, well, he's not helping me. God, please give me a reason to talk to this woman. I'm begging you. And as if he heard me, she picks up her water bottle, takes a drink out of it, puts it back on the ground. It tips over, rolls down the hill, lands at my foot. Good looking out, big guy. If that's not fate, I don't know what the fuck is. There's no definition of fate if it's not that. So I pick it up, I go bring it to her, and I'm feeling so mighty for doing this. Like, here you go. And she goes, oh, thank you very much. I said, you're very welcome. She goes, oh, a military guy with manners. I like that. being awestrucken by her looks. I'm like, not thinking clearly. I'm like, how'd you know I was in the military? She goes, besides your mannerisms, that's your haircut kind of sticks out. And I'm like, duh. And she goes, don't worry, I'll forget that happened. Spoiler alert, she didn't. She threw it back at me later. And she goes, my name's Jess. And I said, I'm John. And she goes, and she wanted to know about wanted to know what branch I'm in. Navy. She goes, well, what's the Navy like? I'm telling her. And she goes, you can sit down if you want. I'm like, yes. All right. So I sit down. We're talking. She wants to know more about the Navy. I tell her. That turns into her asking about my family. I tell her. That leads to me asking her about her family. She tells me. And before we know it, we've been talking for like 5 hours, and it's going on like 6, 7 o'clock. And she looks at her phone and says, holy shit. I didn't realize we were talking that long. I got to get going. But I really enjoyed talking to you, and I would like to, get together again sometime so we can do this. I'm like, absolutely, I would love nothing more than do that. That would be great. Yes! So she goes, so, if you like, you can just give me your number. Well, half of me was like, yeah, we got it. The other half of me, on the other hand, is like, fuck! What the hell's the matter with you? Every single time a woman asked me for my number, I gave it to her, she would never call me back. I'm like, please, God, let this one be different. Ask her for her number. So she asked me for mine. I'm like, here you go. And she goes, all right, thank you. I got it. And and I will get in touch with you. I'll hear from, you'll hear from me shortly. I said, I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. She kind of does that and walks away. So I'm thinking, son of a bitch, I'm never going to hear from her again. And as if she could read minds, my phone goes off, and I look at it's a text message from a number I don't recognize. Spoiler alert, it was hers. And I said, see, I told you you'd hear from me. And as soon as I saw that text message, it was like, yes! And she looked at me. I'm like, uh-oh. Shit, she's staring at me. I'm like, that had nothing to do with the text message you just sent me. I found $1 on the ground, and I don't know where it went. I was excited, and it's gone now. Bye. And I walked away. Contrary to popular belief, if you were to look at me, tattoos, language, charisma, how I carry myself, you would probably not guess that I'm a very shy person. I am. To a T. I don't know why, but I am a shy motherfucker. So, it just happens. So, I'm like, thank God. So, we talked every day, we text each other, talk to each other on the phone, hang out every once in a while. And fast forward to the upcoming Valentine's Day. I'm talking to her on the phone, and I'm like, so what lucky guy gets to call you his Valentine's? She goes, I don't have one. So, bullshit! How the hell do you not have a boyfriend? She goes, because nobody asked me. I'm like, Well, they're all out of their mind, because holy shit, for them not to ask you, they're fucking dumb. And she goes, all right, well, what about you? Whose Valentine do you get to be? I'm like, I have yet to say, no one has yet to ask me. And she goes, oh, bullshit. Very mature, stealing my responses. So, like, okay, I'm available. She's available. So all of a sudden, ask her. Ask her what? Ask her for a date, you idiot. Like, I can't do that. Do it. Like, so I get on the phone, like, all right, well, since you don't have anybody, sorry, I just got new rings on, so I'm having a hard time getting used to them. Yeah, I'm like, you don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. How would you like it if we were Valentine's for the day? She goes, I would absolutely love that. I said, yes. All right. So, all right, cool. Sounds great. It's a date then. I'll let you get ready. I'll go get ready, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do later. We'll just wing it. That's what we did. That's what I do best. So there it is. So I get ready. She gets ready. Took her out to dinner. Went and saw a movie, and afterwards we literally walked around town and holding hands and just talking. And we did this all night. When I say all night, I mean we didn't like lay in bed and just talk all night. No, we walked from downtown San Diego to where the Navy base was. Then from the Navy base to where this not so good area was. Then right back to downtown where shit was still happening. Then back to the Navy base, and it was just circling this big gigantic fucking area of San Diego. And before we know it, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, should probably get some sleep. We've been walking all night. Because whenever we got tired and our feet were hurting, we would just stop, sit on a bench, continue talking like nothing happened. So that's what we did. And at the end of it, I'm like, well, I thoroughly enjoyed doing this with you. It meant so much to just do this. And she goes, I couldn't agree more. I'm like, all right, you know what to do. Ask her. I don't want to. Yes, you do. So it was just, well, if you weren't, if you were okay with it, of course, if you ever wanted to do this again, you know, I would love to take you out again as a couple, if that's, never mind. And she goes, no, I really like that. You seem like the kind of guy that would, seem like the kind of guy that would take care of me. I certainly will. And that was that. I said, you know, we want to make this official? And she goes, absolutely. So right then and there, we're dating, and it's like, holy shit, this is the most incredible woman ever. I'm myself. She loves that. She's herself. I love that. And it's like, this is perfect. Holy shit. You know, everyone always says you find the one when you least expect it, and it's like, well, shit, I was just walking downtown, and she was reading a book. Wow. So, we started dating, and we started, you know, getting together a lot more, going on dates and shit, and we got serious real quick. And, it wasn't long. I mean, hell, it was that night that we walked and talked, I knew that she was the one. I knew she was the one that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, hands down. And I guess I gotta think of the right way to ask her. So it took me months and months and months and months and months. Eventually I thought of a way. So, got her a ring. I had to measure her finger while she was sleeping once. That was tricky. And I did it. So, it's funny because she almost woke up. She woke up when I was doing it. And, because she was like stirring, and then she kind of like opened her mouth and put tape away. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, and I just put my I put my hand on her, and she didn't know. She thought I was just sleeping. Didn't suspect the thing. So I now have her size. I was like, gotta get a ring. And on E1, E2 pay, that's really fucking, that's gonna be a very slight paycheck for a little while, but totally worth it. So, big day comes up. I'm gonna ask her, but you need to think of your own way to do it. Okay, I'm a traditional person that's not traditional. Like, there are some aspects in life that have certain traditions that I want to uphold, I want to keep, I want to be a part of. There are other traditions in life that I look at that I know of solely just for the purpose of breaking them and going against them. For instance, when in the Navy, I don't know if they did this in the Marines, the Army, or the Air Force, the Coast Guard. I don't know. But whenever you went from an E3 to an E4, you got a collar device, and you got your crow and your crow and the chevron, you know, the spread eagle and the chevron right there. So there's tradition that you get punched as hard as you can by some person. Somebody has to punch you right where that patch is going. And you have to feel it, and it has to hurt like a motherfucker for it to count. And of course, there's a bunch of soft people out there that were like, oh, that hurts too much. I don't like getting hit. Stop being pussies, really. Just fucking crack me, somebody. And I wanted to get hit. So, go figure, my LPO at the time, big bad motherfucker. I'm talking, he was like 6'4", probably bench press a truck. Probably has a steady diet of tanks. And bald, handlebar mustache, fucking tattoos all around him as WWUD tattooed on his chest. What would Undertaker do? Seriously. And like, even his last name was just enough to make your skin cringe. And I'm not going to say it though. But, you know, he took me to this room. I know I'm digressing, but this is how bad I want tradition. But he takes me to a room and you got 5 first classes and him. And he goes, all right, everyone hold up your number. This guy's holding a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and he holds up a 6. And he hands me a 6-sided die. He goes, roll it. I said, the fuck for? He goes, because whoever this lands on is going to be the one to attack you. Call it tacking. So I said, all right, roll the 6. Go figure. Biggest guy in the room. Shit. And he just, There you go. Here's the dice. Roll it again. I said, why? It already landed on you. You're going to punch me. He goes, yeah, I know. We're going to see how many times I'm going to punch you, though. It's a fucking 6. Wouldn't you know it? Son of a bitch. So he just, alright. I'll go easy on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not hard at all. And I'm just thinking, like, either he's deceivingly big but weak, or I'm deceivingly small but strong. He just goes, alright, for the last one, brace yourself. I mean, he just winds up and just, like, I don't like saying this because it's overused way too much, but me being a wrestling fan, I have to say it. I mean, he just flat out, like Roman Reigns Superman punched me right in the army. It fucking sucked. I couldn't lift my arm for like 3 days, but that's what I wanted. That's the kind of tradition I love following. Other traditions, like asking somebody to marry her, asking the woman to marry you. What are the 3 biggest ways you can do it? 1, you can, hang on a second. There's 4 traditional ways you can ask your girlfriend to marry you. Okay? 4, 1, you're in a private romantic setting. 2, you're surrounded by both friends and family. Get together. C, you are at a sporting event. Or, wait. Romantic, friends and family. Some special event or gathering. So there's only 3. My bad. So yeah, there's just that. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ask her my own way. How am I going to do it? What am I going to do? So here comes the day where I'm going to ask her, and I see right now that I'm at 28 minutes and 50 seconds. One thing I noticed in the rant that got me in a little bit of trouble. Yep. It kind of went over. Obviously, is longer than 33 minutes, but since it stopped the recording for just a second, but I kept going. All of a sudden, like the second half of the video makes it look like this is just a non-stop, an authentic Japanese Godzilla movie, where you're hearing my voice normally, but my mouth is, oh well, I just I had so much fun hanging out with this person, and I'm like, nope, not gonna happen. So I'm going to hit the pause button in about 30 seconds, and then we'll continue back at this, because now this is where it's gonna start. It's gonna get real bad real soon. So yep, we will continue this in just a moment. Be right back.